This video is about the MakerPlot file menu, and typical of Windows software, the file menu is where you open, save, and do other things with files. Many of the file choices are already common and known to you, so we'll just examine the ones that are particular to MakerPlot. But before we begin, we can see that we are already plotting data, and in particular we're plotting 10 channels of analog sine wave data and 8 channels of digital data. So let's begin by going up here to the Files menu, click on it, and we see that the first three choices are New Plot, Save Plot, and Open Plot. A New Plot seems pretty self-explanatory, meaning if we clicked on it, we'd probably experience the fact that the plot would start at time 0. Let's do that. Alright, it says Start New Plot. We'll answer yes to that. Now it says delete all objects, yes or no. So what does that mean? What that really means is if we were plotting data using a graphical interface with meters and dials and gauges and so forth, if we click yes to this, then all of those interface objects would be wiped out and we would be back to this basic no-frills plot. So if you are going to use this file menu to start a new plot, be very, very cautious of clicking the yes. If you click yes, your intent probably would be to begin a new interface design from scratch. But normally that isn't the case. So let's just click no, and let's see what happens to the plot that just reset itself at time 0. There it is again, reset itself at time 0 again. So that's what the new plot generally does. It is a replication of our toolbar command here, which is our toolbar icon, which is our pencil eraser. And you can click on that and we can start a new plot anytime. Let's go back to the file menu, look at the other two choices, which are Save Plot and Open Plot. Save Plot in this case means we want to save the plot that's going on right now to a file. And we can allow the plot to continue for as long as we want, given the amount of data points that we have available. I have already set up MakerPlot in this case for 5,000 data points, so we have quite a few seconds after a time 0 reset to accumulate those number of points. So let's click on Save Plot now, and let's choose a file name. There's one already in here called MyPlot. It's already there, but let's overwrite it anyway. Let's just hit the save. MyPlot.plt already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes. Okay, now we have replaced MyPlot with the current plot that we just saved. Now to see the other choice, let's stop plotting. We'll go to the plot icon, turn it off, go to the connect icon, turn it off, and go to the reset icon and clear the screen. So plotting is stopped. Go back to the file icon and let's open our plot. So once again, we had saved it under MyPlot. Let's double click it. And there we have our plot that we saved on our screen again. And if you refer back to the player icon, which is here, we have a video series on how to replay these plots, how to manipulate them, pause them, and so forth. So we won't get into that now, but go back to the player icon and replay it if you so choose. Let's continue with the file menu. We have our Save, Print, Snap Entire Form choice, which is not checked at the moment. Since you're looking at the new no-frills plot, there are really no objects on the screen, but it's still a good idea to keep this checked. So we're going to check this, meaning that coming back here, we can see that we have it checked, and the entire form, meaning not only the plot area, but all the switches and icons that may be on the screen in the standard interface will be saved. And that includes the next two choices, which are Take Snapshot and Snapshot to Clipboard. Now with the Take Snapshot, we can take a snapshot, and the screen can be fixed like it is now, or the plot can be moving. It doesn't matter. We will capture the instantaneous record of the screen in a snapshot. And we do that by clicking on the Files menu, Take Snapshot, or up here on the toolbar that has a camera icon whose text tip says Take Snapshot. So just be aware of the fact that you can take snapshots from at least two places on the No Frills plot, in the File menu and on the toolbar. The next choice is Snapshot to Clipboard, or simply Control-C, which is a copy command. So we'll do that. We'll just copy our save file to the clipboard, go into Word, for example, and there it is. So now our file, our JPEG file, is now part of a Word document, and you can do reports and so forth by just taking a snapshot, saving it to the clipboard, and pasting it directly into a report like I just did now. So the rest of the choices are print options, and a few other esoteric choices, including exit, which are obvious to any Windows users, so we won't get into those. But nevertheless, this is a review of the MakerPlot file menu.